Yes, hello everyone. I'm so sorry. Look at me. I'm an absolute mess, bruv. I ain't even got myself set up and that. I'm an absolute fucking mess, everyone. But we are back. We are back. Welcome back to the Hotspur Cave. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. I'm very tired. I'm very, very tired. But you know what? We're here. We're trying to put that work in this year. I got a special guest. I see you backstage, bro. I'm gonna add you up in the set. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't even got myself set up in that, man. I'm a mess. What's everyone saying though? I hope you're all well. Ah, I hope you're all doing good. And guys, come on, let's come on. Let's get me to 350 subs. I think we're like 8 subs away, man. We can do that. Like we can do that, bro. Do you know what I mean? What color are we going for today? What color? Lads, what color are we going for today for this stream? Should we keep it green? Let's keep it green. Let's keep it green. Let's keep it green. But yeah, what's you lot in the chat saying? And we back. Yeah, big up, John. Big up. Big up. No signings better than Brodbury. Oh, bruv. I mean, we're not even going for him anymore. Just a typical window from the Levy Towers. Yep. Rinse and repeat, bro. I see we late, like, and yeah, word. Yeah. But let me bring on the guest. Let me get the guest up. Let me get bro up. Big up my bro, R1.
Yes, bro. What you telling me, Jay, man? You good?
It's good to catch up again, bro, man. I've been so out of it, man. I know we've probably been singing from the same hymn sheet recently, man. But
Definitely,
shout
man.
your thing out, man.
Definitely, man. Come on, man. Obviously. Thanks for having me back on the channel again. It's me, R1. I'm gonna be on YouTube soon. I'm gonna be doing my thing properly soon. So just to get me bear with, and that's all in construction. But anyway, yeah, man. I'm sure we got a lot to talk about, man, with this signing situation and what's going on, the names we've been linked with, the names we haven't been linked with. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it's just a whole mix up of stuff, man. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, we got a lot to get through. That's why I had to get my extra large Red Bull, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the caffeine boost, man. I should have got myself on as well. To be
You
honest,
gotta get that caffeine boost early, man.
With some water, man. Just some plain water, man. Just to start me off.
Hey, some of that aqua intelligence ain't too bad.
You get what I'm saying?
That
aqua intelligence, I like that one.
Come on, man. You gotta stay knowledgeable, man.
You
but hey, let's get into it, man. Obviously, as you know, with 12 losses, like where do we even start? Let's start with the game in the week, innit, Car? It's the most recent game. I don't want to touch on the Everton game because I've cooked them on like 10 different shows, bro.
You must be tired of talking about that, man.
That game was probably, for me, that was probably one of the hardest games to watch this season. But let's get onto the Hoffenheim game. What did you make of it, bro? Chat to me. Let me go.
The Hoffenheim game, when I was watching it, it was a little bit of what I kind of expected, if I'm going to be honest, because we started off kind of hot, as we usually do, quick out the gates, quick out the races. Other than that, though, I thought, getting the 2 early goals was exactly what we needed to do. When we got the 2 early goals, I was thinking, all right, cool. Let's try and manage the game now. Let's try, you know what I'm saying? And we did have opportunities to get the third, like the Bergvall header. Like we did have little opportunities to obviously get the third goal. I was worried though, because I was worried we always do give away the same kind of chances. So I was worried that I've noticed a long time ago that it doesn't matter what team we're playing, what level of team, the chances are always gonna be there, no matter who you are. It's just if you can finish them. So I was worried about that. And then going into the second half, obviously they did start to grow into the game. Obviously they got a goal. They got the penalty, which was overturned, of course. But yeah, no, they were, you know what I'm saying? They were chatting to us a little bit, like in that second half. Obviously, the 23 shots on goal, whatever it was, shows you that. So it did get a little bit squeaky bum, did get a little bit, too close for comfort for my liking. But we took the all important 3 points, man, and that puts us in a good position. Hopefully, going forward in the Europa, hopefully we can just get that wrapped up, so we ain't got the extra games to worry about. Because right now, our squad's You know what I'm saying? Got nothing left right now. So playing these 2 extra games is not necessary. So I hope that we can just go on, get the job done against, was it Elfsborg we're playing?
Wolfsburg, yeah, on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully we can just get the job done there and just call it a day and then get into the next round.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. To me, it just seems like we made that game a lot more difficult than we needed to.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, they're gonna get relegated from the Bundesliga, so this is all they have to play for, innit? So obviously they're gonna be up for it. They're gonna be up for the game and that. And I think we did well to kind of keep them subdued in the first. Like, I feel we did well, bro. Got the 2 goals. Brilliant finish from Madison. I can't lie that.
It was a good finish.
That was a really good goal.
That reminded me of the Alderweireld Dele Alli type of goals.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The
Against
long thing
Arsenal,
over.
man,
It reminded me of those, man. It was a good finish.
It was a top finish, bro. It was a top finish. And I was thinking when they got the goal back, yeah, I was like, all right, cool. That was coming. That was bound to happen, innit? Maybe these are gonna shore themselves up. Cool. We go into the second half. Son gets that goal. Good finish from Son. That's like a classic Son goal. That hit it across the keeper into the far post.
Little step over onto the left side, rack it
onto
across
the left side, and then hit it across. Yeah, that's a classic Son goal.
Classic.
And then that brother did some Superman flipping header thing and made it 3-2 and that. And I was like, okay. It's happening again. It's happening again. Like, are we really about to throw this game away?
I got nervous. I thought, bro, and if there's any way that this team equalized this evening, I thought, no way. Ange can't. It's not possible. I was genuinely thinking it can't be possible for him to continue after this. And I wouldn't have even blamed him as such for that because it's just everything we see every game. So it's not like anything in particular. But I would have had some serious questions. And I still do. But I'd have had even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's what I mean. Like, obviously, look, the manager knows, yeah. And he said something quite interesting, which I want to kind of get onto, yeah. He said, he come out in a press conference, bro, and he's saying, like, everything is on him. So what I want to know to everyone that's still Ange in that, yeah, is like, if the manager's coming out and saying everything's on him, we're all saying everything's on him, then why are you still making excuses for him? Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that as well. And it's just, I think it's unacceptable because now at this point, I feel like a lot of these people are, I think, you see Ange in fans, like, I don't really understand. I think it's just a combination of a lot of things what make people be Ange in now. Like, a lot of things have kind of happened in Ange's favor as well at the same time as the losing results. So for those of us like me and you who can actually see that prior to this and all the injuries, the same losses was happening. The same form was there. But a lot of these people have put it down to, the fact that there's multiple injuries and X, Y, Z. They don't want to put the fact that the injuries could be potentially because he's running them into the ground, but also it's still, you know what I'm saying, it's the injuries. For me, it's not as simple as that. Like, it's yeah, there's injuries, but there's so much tactical rubbish that I see that I can't understand what people are seeing and supporting him. And my thing is, better managers were sacked for less. So I just don't understand. And that's where I go into the club, if I'm going to be honest, because then I have to ask the club, I have to say, why now? Like, for me, that's just the biggest question. Why Ange? Why now? Why is this the guy that why is this the basket you want to put all your eggs in? Kind of thing. That's just my question. I don't really understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's kind of what I say to
I understand they don't want, and big up Daryl, he says pub teams don't get 24 shots on their goal most weeks. Yeah, facts. I don't think they even see that many shots in a Sunday league game. Like, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. And you can see how open we are, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, right, these men have attached themselves to this manager because they believe now, and I don't know who it was that has embedded this mindset into the Tottenham fans, but they believe, that he's the only manager on the planet that plays attacking football. He's the only manager on the planet that plays attacking football. If we was to get another manager, he'd automatically be a defensive manager. Can you stop ripping my bin, please? Anyways, he'd automatically be a defensive manager. But when I look at these players are a lot of these players come from defensive systems. Do you know what I'm saying? They come from defensive systems. Look at Porro. He's a fullback. He's a wing back. Look at Udogie, wing back. Dragusin, back three. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even flipping Vicario come from a team that plays with a back three. Do you get what I mean? Brennan Johnson, he's not a winger.
He's a counter-attacking player. I think Brennan Johnson's like the prime. Players like Johnson and Werner are like prime examples of why I just don't understand how this works, because players like them two that I see in particular, they're not players to hold. We're team. If we're playing attacking, then the way I see it is like we want to play in S to Man City. So when I say that, I see a lot of Man City, the goals that they concede, I feel like they're very similar to the goals that we concede. So it makes me look at it and say, okay, cool. The difference between us is the quality, obviously. Their players can actually carry out the job and do this football properly. We don't have players like that, like what you're trying to say. So when I see players like Brendan Johnson and players like Werner, these guys are guys that on transition, even Son, again, 2025 Son, transitional players. They're not players that where you want to hold the ball, you want to do this and that, you want to have 70% possession. They're not these guys. They're not going to do that. They're just one touch to do anything they need to do. If it's a pass, just one touch, 2 touches max. That's the type of players I see that they are. Like you said as well, with Porro and Udogie, they're players that came from wing-back systems. So us playing them as this fullback that goes into the 10, and it's all this switching around with the because I see it sometimes. You will see a player wide, like I was watching in the Hoffenheim game. I was seeing. You'll see sometimes Bergvall more wide. You see sometimes Kulu more wide, and then obviously you'll have Porro tucked in with this inverted shit. All these things, I just feel like nothing suits. It's just all square pegs in round holes. That's all I can see in the team. I can't see anyone that I feel like the manager's playing to their strengths. So it's got a lot
exactly,
of issues,
bro. That analogy there, square pegs in round holes, bro. That's exactly what it is. And again, when you bring these things up, it's always excuses. Oh, but look at the injury crisis. And at what point do we say, all right, and come on, what's going on? Why is everyone getting injured now? We've got no Pap Sarr. We've got the injury list is stupid.
I don't think I've seen one this bad at the club ever.
It's never been this. I don't think I've seen an injury crisis this bad for any club. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it before. So it's like, yes, I get the injuries, but good managers can get the best out of what they have, and we're not seeing that. Yeah, we're not seeing that, bro.
100%.
Obviously, we got Leicester tomorrow. I will be at the game. If we lose to Leicester, he has to go. I don't care. I don't care about the semi-final.
You know what I was going to say?
He has to go, bro. He has to go. Leicester have lost 7 games on the bounce. They are a relegation team. Yeah?
You know what? You know who we are. Jay, you know who we are. You know the name. You've heard it.
If we lose to Leicester at home, he's got to get sacked. Surely. Bro. Surely he gets sacked.
The coat's coming on. He's got all the things that the doctors has got the thing that they check your heart with. We're loading up. Dr. Tottenham is coming, bro. We've got the potions, we've got the medicines, we've got all the equipment to fix you up. Leicester ain't won in 7 games, you say?
7 games in a row they've lost.
7 games. Who better? If I was any team in the league and I'm going through any stress, if I see Tottenham on the next game, I'm happy. I'm resting. I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing, bro. I'm going to kick back and I'm going to chill. Because I know there's a good chance of me getting 3 points. I think we're the easiest team in the Premier League to beat right now. I genuinely do.
No, that's
mix of injuries and mix of Ange's tactics. But them 2 things combined, I think we're the worst team in the Prem currently today. I think we're the worst.
And you know what? Before I get on to Rob, I'm going to read your comment in a sec, brother. But before I get on to Rob's comment, yeah, that's the thing with me, yeah. If we're playing a style, if we have injuries, why are we playing a style of football that 1 causes more injuries and 2 clearly doesn't work with the players that we have? Why is it so hard to just adapt? That's my question. But Rob,
then he does. He tried.
Rob, hold on. Let me read this comment quick. Rob says, I personally, Levy struggled to get a manager after Conte. Now he's worried about sacking him. He's had a lot of shit about pulling the trigger too early. I'm hoping Levy's concerned. Yeah, man, same. Bella says, big up Bella. Hope you're well. Big up Mally Talks AFC as well, man. Sub to my bro Mally, man. Even though he's one of them lot from down the road, that's my brother, man. Sub to him. Morning, Mike. Hope you're good, bro. Let's just lose 1-0 and sack the pussy or tomorrow. I hear it. The fans should
I hear
start
it as well, man.
Levy. They should, but Levy, bro, I told you, Levy's it's Kim Jong Levy, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's silencing everyone.
I'm telling you, this man here, I've never. You see, Levy feels so one of a kind to me. Like, you just gonna say something?
No, keep going.
Yeah, I was saying that. See, like Levy seems so one of a kind to me in a sense where, of all times, I would have always thought, yeah, cool. Now's the time that you would sack a manager. I've seen man sack a manager for getting to a final. I've seen man sack a manager for getting top 4. But here we are sitting here. I've seen a man sack a manager for getting to a Champions League final. But now I'm sitting here in 15th place. 15th. Like, is that alone? I should never be saying that sentence. But anyway, I'm sitting here in 15th place in the Premier League at the end of January. It's about to be February. It's the end of January. I'm 15th place. I'm stuck in a battle where I'm looking at the teams above. I'm looking at where we should be. Not even where we should be, but even past where we should be. And I'm saying they're like 10 points clear. I'm seeing teams like Fulham and Brighton, and they're even all 9th and 10th. So I'm saying even to get there, do you know how much of a battle we've got to overcome just to get to that bit? Because we ain't won all no 3 games in a row. We've got to do things like that to start making noise. I can't remember the last time we did that, injuries or no. So when I'm then seeing where I want to be, which is at least European positions, they're all, the distance is getting fat, like it's widening, the gap's widening seriously quickly. So he's puzzling to me. How do you not decide to get rid of the manager now? Like what more does he have to do? What more? When's the trigger? What's the trigger point for me? That's what I just don't understand. I get that it's a hard job to get another manager. I do understand that we are coming from a position where, don't forget, he's 5th choice manager. We had to search through man to get it to even land on him. I don't know if the club want to go through that again because it's embarrassing.
They're trying to save face. They're trying to save face, bro.
I feel like that must be what it is. It's just, and because it must be because you see where Ange's not ever going to challenge. Like you said earlier, he's on this shield thing. He's on this coming out and just taking all bullets. Like he's on just holding every bullet for the club. Like it's all my fault. If you want to blame someone, blame me. I don't know why he's trying to be this wall of. You get me? I don't know why he's trying to be the defender, but it's not necessary. Like, just do what the other managers say what's the truth, because he's talking in riddles at the same time and he's saying, oh yeah, we need new players, I need new this, I need new that. Say it with your chest then. Say, yes, I need new players to come into the club. I need new blood, bro. I need new. You get me? I've got one leg right now and you're expecting me to go out every game. I've got one leg. We've got 11 players injured or 10 players injured. That's as good as one leg, bro. Say something, put it out there. No, instead you'll just rather it's all my fault. Looking at the floor, arguing, you're getting packed, and then you're saying, oh, what's the usual? Of course it's the usual thing. When the woman's telling him, yes, it's becoming a familiar or whatever she said, and he's acting like it's news. We're getting whacked every week. Something has to change, bro. Something has to change. I don't know what that is, but something's got to. Well, I do, but you get what I'm saying. Something definitely has to change, man.
But the thing is as well, bro, is that, like, I get it, innit? I understand, that they think, if we keep sacking managers, nothing's going to, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to be a cycle. And at some point, we do have to look at Daniel Levy, And I want to talk about Levy, bro, because that guy is a criminal. Daniel Levy is he's a war criminal, bro. He needs to be arrested for war crimes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
he has ruined this club. And do you know what he's doing? He's trying to erase the heritage of this club, so that the football fans think that success is having NFL games played in our stadium. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is how you change the culture.
This is how you change. He has single-handedly managed to change 2 generations worth of people into thinking, that our success off the pitch is a great success. And it's like, no, we want to win trophies. We want to be the best team in the country. We should be up there. We was in a perfect position to go and win a Premier League. No,
Mm-hmm.
no one wants to admit that, but we were in a great position to go and win the league. We was in the same position that Arsenal were in for the last 2 seasons to go and win a Premier League. We were in that position under Poch, and he didn't back Poch. He could have gone out and got. Imagine if he had gone out and bought 4 or 5 players into the squad to strengthen the team.
Because you see what I'm looking at now.
We'd be sitting here saying champions of Europe. We'd be sitting here saying, kings of England.
We'll be something, that's for sure.
We'd be something. We'd have something. Do
you know what I'm looking at, as you say that, look at Nottingham Forest right now, what they do.
Exactly.
Look at Nottingham Forest, what they do.
Why does every manager that leaves Tottenham go on to win something elsewhere?
Because they're in proper football setups. It's as simple as that. We're just something that just looks good. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like everything looks good, but it's not good because we're somebody that I'm looking at Nuno, and he's given everything at this point that he needs to succeed, and not just given everything because he's already got to where he's got to. They said, you know what, that's not enough. What you need more. Which position would you say Cunha is? Is he like a 10 or a striker more?
He's a bit weird. He's one of them. In Germany, they call them Roundhausers. They're like that. You know that Thomas Muller type player.
Yeah.
Have a position. They can
just a free
roam. You can drop him in
the
8. You can put him in a 10 off the left, up front, on the right. Like he just.
But they've got all their man already. They've got Gibbs White there. They've got Wood up front. They've got even what's the other
They've
got man that can play in these areas, and they said that's not enough, bro. You've come and you've taken us to here. Where can we go? They want to see where this could. They're interested in that. This guy would have just said, "Oh, what you got there? Let's sell some players." Do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's not buy. Let's sell. That's Daniel Levy's thing. You would have seen him sell something at this point in time. I can't fathom what this guy is doing to this club. Like, it's actually like. I was watching, I think it was someone else's channel the other day, and they were talking about how you can see that they're trying to just gentrify the area, like with the hotels being built, with the football and all that, like with the stadium and all the this and that. And when you go back, it's always the words. It's like a horror show, because when you go back into the words and you think about what he's always said, it's like football isn't the goal here. Like I'm not interested in football. I don't even like football. I'm just, you get me? This is all business, things like that. When you talk like that, well, we got no hope. Like, really and truly, everything that happened, what scares me the most is that I look at it and I just feel like everything that happened with Poch and that whole team, it all just happened in spite. I was fooled at the time into thinking maybe we're actually trying to do something. But the more the years go on, you just realize, bro, that was all just in spite of this ownership. That just happened because it just did. It wasn't any planning. It wasn't anything. It was just things came together at a time where, and I feel like that's where a lot of fans now are kind of, that's why everybody looks at the Marco Silvas and the Iraolas and that. Not saying Iraola, I quite like Iraola, but like Marco Silva, I don't really rate Marco Silva that much. Yeah, he's doing good at Fulham. He is, but man's been relegated twice. Like, let's not forget that. Like, not relegated twice, but he's been relegated, and he was at Everton and he was rubbish. Like, so I don't really rate him like that. But we look at these managers because we just want a Poch back. We just want something that resembles that can drag something out of whatever this club is going to feed you, because it's going to be next to nothing. But at this point, when are we ever going to, do you think we're ever going to see success? Like, do you think we're ever going to see, because look at the players we're linked with again. Like, what's this Ajax striker?
He's got 1 league goal in 28 games.
That's disgusting. How can I be linked with that? 1 goal in 28 games. What's he going to come and do?
We're just signing another Richarlison. This is what I'm saying. And again, this is where the 2 biggest problems at this football club are the fans and the ownership. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even if we were to keep Ange, do you know what's so crazy? We could probably get away with playing this gun-ho system if we had an owner like Todd Bowley who will go and buy
the players,
a whole new 11.
Yeah.
Buy him a whole new 11 to play with. So that he's got 2 starting. And obviously, I know Chelsea have got a little bit of an injury crisis right now. But, bro, they're playing 2 completely different squads. They can rest all of their big players in cup games. Do you know what I'm saying? And they've still got a good enough second squad that that can take them to the final of a Conference League. It can take them to the final of an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. Well, yeah, I know they got knocked out, but you get the point I'm trying to make. We don't have ownership like that, and that's my biggest problem. And then you've got the fans who they sit there and say they don't like Levy, then they say they don't. But every time we bring in a shit player, or someone, everyone gasses it up. When we spent 40 mil on Archie Gray, everyone was talking about he's going to be the next talent. Yeah, so he might be the next talent. Yeah, but he's not going to come into our team and push us on to win something big. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not the level.
Again, yes, he's young, but it's always, I don't want to be too harsh on the young players, but again, we want to be in a position now, and Tottenham fans need to change the culture of the club, change the mentality. We need to start demanding honours now. We're not little fish anymore. But that's interesting. That guy in the club that's happy with the 3 out of 10.
Nah, bro. We need to start going for the proper things now. There's no more games. We've got the clothes, we've got the look, we've got the trim. It's no time for going for threes no more, bro. We need to be going and stepping to the 8s, 9s, 10s. Get excited, dream, go there. You never know what's gonna happen. You might take something good home tonight. That aside, though, because like you said, with the point with the fans and all of that, what do we do? Like, how do we go about this? Because protesting, I feel like this guy's skin is too thick, bro. Like, I feel like even if the protest is not as grand as it should be in my mind, and for me, I'm somebody, I've never been to a protest, but then I'm somebody also, I don't go to the matches because I don't want to support it in that way. But for people that do go to games, and even if a lot of the more people was to protest and blah 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 blah, I know that the media needs to pick up on things, because I feel like maybe that's something that would trigger Levy, is if the media, is it going to be something like a walkout? Is it something like don't put? Because how can you tell people that? Because the way that the club's being structured is into like, for example, having Son, and this is why I've changed. I used to back, even up to last season, I backed Son to the hill, bro. Like, no one could tell me Son was shit last season. Nobody. I'll just say, put him up front, he will bang goals. He still got us about 17 or so in the league. Not his best, but
overall in the season as well.
Yeah,
he was still a good return.
I think he did. I was thinking, just leave Son up front. All he can do is finish. People were saying, nah, he doesn't hold up the ball. We got Solanke now, and he's not going to get. He might get 17 goals, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Son, the fans that Son has now are not Spurs fans, and there's a big section of them that I'm beginning to realize that are in the stadium. They're not here to support the club. They are here to support Son. So the fact is, they're always going to come here and buy the drinks. They're going to buy them. They don't carry the passion. Long story short, they don't really carry the passion, and they're going to go with Son once he's gone. But having them in the stadium now, at a time like this, it's like we were saying, or I think it was with you were saying, and we're seeing like mixed scarves in the stadiums and things like that. From our fans in the south side, sitting there with mixed scarves on. That for me is like, that's, our club is gone. Like, that's not spirit. That can't be going on. That can't be going on. Having players like having a player that only, because it's not Son's fault. Don't get me wrong, but that amount of fans that are only here for him and are gonna go with him and don't support the club and support him, I think it's dangerous, because it's filling up Levy's pockets, and that's the thing we don't want to do.
But do you know what the problem with that is, bro? Yeah, is that I don't blame them. Like we always say, like anyone's welcome at it. You know what I mean? We always welcome.
Anyone's welcome. Of course,
and I know, you know what I'm saying. But the problem is, Levy and the football club and a lot of other clubs are doing this as well now. They're pricing normal fans, local fans, out of games now. So now the ticket prices of us and Fulham have the 2 highest ticket prices in the league. They're pricing Fulham, bro. Yep, Fulham. Us and Fulham have the 2 highest ticket prices in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a reason for that, bro. There's a reason for that, because they're trying to make going to the Tottenham Stadium an experience. They're trying to make it a day out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the whole reason the stadium was built. We was lied to. It was not so that we could become a big team. And like Man City and like all of these other clubs. It was not for that. It was to build a tourist attraction in London. It was because he knew that when England hosts the Euros, guess what stadium's being used? The Tottenham Stadium. Do you know what I'm saying? If England hosts the World Cup, guess what stadium's being used? The Tottenham Stadium.
WrestleMania.
You can bring NFL. concerts, F1. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I am
Stadium
telling you this now, yeah. They will bring WrestleMania to this stadium, and Roman Reigns will lift a championship in that stadium before our captain, bro. Or John Cena, whoever it is,
There
will
you go.
rise a championship in our stadium or a title, whatever you want to call it, before us. That's what's happening right now. We're in a position where we're just a leisure we're a leisure center. We're not here for football. We're just anything you like, any type of sport you want, it just emulates from this one state. This is the home of leisure. This is the home of, like you say, NFL, F1, concerts, yeah, Tottenham matches, obviously, because yeah, if you like that. Soon we're gonna be having everything else. Soon there'll be tennis there, soon there'll be basketball there, soon there'll be every kind of thing you can imagine. Like I said, WrestleMania, I guarantee you within the next 5 years we'll see some kind of wrestling thing going on, or some UFC, or we've already got boxing. You'll see all these combat sports going on. Everyone else lift up titles in our stadium before us. Before the club that lives there. The club is dying, bro. The club is dying before our eyes, and we can see it, and there's nothing we can do.
Do you know what, though? I have to point this comment out. The fans aren't going to go because we got that, the Young G.
Oh,
the Young G, and he won the K-League Player of the Season last year. So all the Korean fans are obviously going to want to come.
And it's not a Korean thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Just to obviously, because
just to make it clear, we've got nothing against anyone.
Yeah, it's not that thing.
Because you know what's so mad? Yeah, any interaction that I've had with anyone from South Korea in the stadium has always been blessed, bro. They're the most polite people on earth. I can promise you that. The manners is a big thing for these people, but there's no things put in place to educate them about the culture of the club.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they get to the stadium and they don't know the chants, instead of someone teaching them the chants with him, or putting your arm around him and putting your arm around his shoulder and singing with him, helping it, making them feel welcome, people look at you like you're weird. That's the same reason I don't do game day vlogs. Because when we're winning and I've got my camera out, it's all laughing and all fun and games. But then if we lose a game and I'm filming, it's stop fucking filming me. I don't want to be in your vlog. I don't want to be on your camera. Fuck off. All of that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's bad vibes. And we need to, like, with the half and half thing, listen, it's like at the end of the day, innit? If it's their first game, that's probably their way of saying, like, of having something to remember that game by. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to get their shirt signed after Tottenham just lost a North London derby. The players aren't going to come over and start signing shirts. They want to get back into the tunnel. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but they need to be educated is what I'm trying to get at.
I think, I get what you're saying. They need to learn. They need to, when they come, they need to be shown. But not just education in the chance. Like, we don't have nothing to show. Like, a lot of teams think that we don't have legends and things like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or we haven't done legendary things in football. Like, there's things that Tottenham have done, but you would never know because you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to be told. So, like you said, it's not meant to be for Spurs fans. The design of it is for entertainment. That's why I think I heard it on another stream. Someone was talking about all this club cares about is entertainment. What I feel like we're building is, it's not for Spurs football fans, it's for football fans. So if you just want to watch a game where you're going to see, like, the way that it's structured is, the way that when I hear Ange come out and say things like, "Oh, I'm never gonna change. I prefer 5-4 to 1-0," that's madness to me. Like, if I was an owner and I heard that, I'd say, "You drunk?" Like, to go up on the thing and tell people that, "Are you all right?" Like, but I feel like Levy loves that. Like, I feel like, oh yeah, do you know what? If I turn it into an entertainment thing like that, where you're gonna see goals, if you're American, you don't watch soccer, you can come here and say you're not gonna sit and watch a 1-0 game. You don't want to watch a 1-0 game. That's boring. You don't watch football. You want to see goals. You want to see back, like basketball. So you're going to come in and say, yeah, I like that. This game ended 7-6. Yeah, that's what I like. 6-3, like the Liverpool game. Yeah, that's it. That's football. That ain't football. That ain't what I want to see. I will go in that stadium. If I knew we was going to win 1-0 every week and stink out the gaff, I will be there every single week cheering my heart out. Because I know it's a team that is putting winning before anything else. This ain't that. I just feel like we're just putting everything but winning and being dominant and being making a mark. Like all this stadium that we have, like you said, it was all a lie. Like everything about it was a lie, bro. I just feel like I actually thought we was going somewhere, and someone else had said getting to the Champions League final was a bad thing, and I'm beginning to see that there's truth in that. In us getting there, it's painted a narrative of something that we're not. But I'm glad that the media outlets and that are starting to pick up on things like Levy. So I see Talk Sport talking about, you got Mido on there, big up Mido, man, going on there and
big up
putting
Mido,
out
man.
there.
He said what
He
needed to
talked
be
the
said, bro.
things, but not enough players are doing that have played for Spurs at a point. Only him and like Danny Rose and a few others go out there and talk the things. I need players to do it. Go out there and say, bro, this guy is a rubbish owner. Like he's not interested in football. I need these guys to say it, because it's been long enough that they've been doing that. Oh, but he got great stadium, great training facilities. They got to the final years ago. He's doing a great job. Now you can begin to see what we've been seeing for years. He's doing a terrible job. He's doing a terrible football job. All this business stuff, I don't care, bro, about a hotel. I don't care about NFL. I don't care about none of it, bro. All I care about is Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and he's not giving me nothing. He's not giving me nothing.
But this is what I mean, right? And I'll give you an example about how the culture of the club has changed to the point where there's even fans that are older than me that have no standards, bro. That are just happy to just accept where we are, or just accept that nothing's gonna change, bro. Call it out. Just because Daniel Levy isn't sitting there watching my streams, don't mean that I'm not gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out until something changes. And they said to me, yeah, you have a right to demand higher standards, but you're doing it from a delusional. The standards that you're demanding are delusional. How is it delusional to demand that we're in the top four and we're in the finals we're at least in and around the top four, and we can get to a final of any of the cups?
Regularly.
We've been there before. We've been in that position before. So how is it delusional? How?
Is that what you're being told? That's delusional?
Bro, I was on Never a Foul fighting for my life, getting called a delusional Tottenham fan, flipping the Tottenham League Gunner is what they're calling me, because I'm super negative apparently. Because apparently, if you call your football club out and say that you want a higher standard, that makes you League Gunner. If that makes me League Gunner, then so be it, bro. I don't care, because I want my team to be the best team on the planet. Do you know what I'm saying?
I listen to you, and I don't see anything legal about what you're saying, because I just feel like.
But that's it.
What you're saying is the truth.
I'm angry after a win, yeah, because I wasn't happy with the performance, and I have every right to be, because last season when we was picking up these scumbag wins where we'd go 1-0 down, 2-0 down, and scoring stoppage time here to win the game, I would say, listen, you can be happy with the win now, but eventually these wins are gonna start filtering out. The universe is gonna start balancing itself out. And what happened this season? It started to balance itself out. These games here that we're going 1-0 down, 2-0 down in, we can't get back into now. We can't get back into these games.
That's another thing. Once we're 1-0 down, once that second goal goes in, it's finished. Like once I saw Everton score the second, I said that's that. That's that. Once I saw that, my heart, like I just thought, yep, that's actually, I'm lying. My heart didn't feel nothing. Like I was, you know, where you're kind of numb to it now. Like I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I don't really. When we lose, I don't feel nothing. But going back to the fans bit that you was just saying now, with the fans, like I feel like fans like exactly what you just described are a lot of Tottenham fans, and I look at it and I think that's why when people are protesting outside, there's nobody there, because you man are just you love this, you love whatever it is that we're going through. It's like you man move like you've never seen success. You man move as if to say, yeah, like these kind of channels. I don't even watch them channels. I'll be real with you. Them I don't watch them, but a lot of people go on there. It's like, what are the standards? And this is why I come back to the content, because for me, I just don't understand what the standards are at this club. Because when we had Conte, was he the best? No. Was it entertaining? Was his football entertaining? No. But at the same time, I give him the benefit of that. I look at it like this. I look at the squad he had and what he was trying to do and what he squeezed out of it. So now I hear a lot of fans talking about, oh, it matters about what you can do and what you can squeeze out of what you've been given and what you can do with what you're given. And that's always going to be an argument. But why did we not stick with Antonio Conte? You see, when he sat there after the Southampton game and gave the outburst, that was it. That was the time. That was the time to rally behind the manager, like people are doing now. All this anti-in stuff and all acceptance and all that. That was the time to do that and say, do you know what? I can see that Conte's got us fourth place. I can see that this is a top boy manager. He's done things in his life. He's not somebody who's got proof. He's got a CV. He's somebody. Why don't we stand behind him? Because he's not getting at us as fans. He's getting at the club. He's saying the club, they never do the right thing. And that's all I wanted from Conte. I'll be honest. I didn't expect him to come in and win the league. I didn't expect him to come in and win nothing major, nothing big. I'll be honest with you.
But if we had given Conte 380 million to spend, bro, Conte would have won us something. I can guarantee you.
I'll guarantee you that.
He would have won us something.
I guarantee you that. And people keep on going on about this thing like, oh, because he wanted Bastoni. When did he come out of his mouth and say, yeah, I want Bastoni? I never saw him sit there and say that. Of course, why wouldn't he? What top manager wouldn't want a top player? Duh, of course he'd want a player like Bastoni. But you could have got him something else. You could have got him. There's so many players in between that and Longley that you could have got him and dropped in there and just said, yo, and we would have been better. It's the club. They let everybody down. Everybody, time and time. We got Scott Munn. What does Scott Munn do? Is Scott, because I keep hearing Scott Munn's the reason that Lange is here and Ange is here. And for me, that's sackable. To bring in those two is sackable. Lange was in charge when Villa had Gerrard and these men, and they were sitting in 17th. Since they got rid of the manager and him, where are they now? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, bro. Big up, man.
Thank you. I mean, your name's a bit funny, Lou by Levy. I hear it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a
That's a bit of a why. I appreciate the love, man. Do you know what I'm saying? People, make sure you're smashing the like button. The target for this stream is 20 likes. I think we can do that. It's not nothing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Man, like it up,
make sure you get me. You're subbing to the channel. I don't know how far we are from 350, but we're getting there. The goal is to hit 500 before the end of the season. We can do that. I'm going to be pre-recording a bunch of videos after this stream as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put R1's Twitter in the description. So make sure you go drop my boy a follow as well.
Follow me up, man.
Back to what we were saying, because this is an important conversation that needs to be had, yeah. Everyone calls it Conte revisionism. When Conte, you're right. When Conte called this out, that's when we all should have said, you know what? He's right, bro.
Yeah.
He's right. Because everything he said came to fruition, bro. He said we have an owner that has no intention of gaining success. They don't want success. It means nothing here. We have a bunch of players, that are soft. They're cowards. And they are cowards, bro.
Cowards.
What? They get a little bit of stick online and they're deactivating your social media. Good. I don't want to see you posting on social media.
Exactly.
I don't want to see your oversized jeans and your tight leather jackets, bro. And your sunglasses. I don't want to see that shit.
Waste, man, bro. I don't want to see none of that.
You ain't performing. I don't want to see you in the to see you driving your car or see your dog or see your wife and kids. I don't care.
Or see you stepping out of Louis V playing Gunner tunes like Bissouma. I don't want to see none of that, bro.
See none of that because you're not performing on the pitch. So don't show me your personal life. We don't care. Conte's right, bro. The culture at this football club is in the fucking bin, bro. It's in the mud. It's in the bin. And you know what, yeah? Levy couldn't take the fact that another manager, for the third time, a manager has come out and called him out for his bullshit. Called him out for his bullshit. We wanted Bastoni. What did we do? We went and got him Clement Lenglet. We wanted the only player Conte wanted that Levy actually went out and got, and it was because he cost 10 million. I think we even might have got him on a free. Perisic. That's the only player
we got him for free. We got him for free.
And we got him for free.
Bro,
you gave Conte Richarlison. He didn't want him. You brought Jed Spence in, albeit Spence is a good player. Conte didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? Again, who else did he bring in? Bissouma. Conte didn't want him.
But you see what was happening?
Conte wanted that he got was Kulusevski. In fact, no, he didn't want Kulusevski. He wanted Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
Bentancur, he actually wanted Bentancur.
Yeah, I think.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He actually wanted Bentancur. Emerson Royale, again, we brought in Emerson Royale. Look at the level of players that Levy. This is how he operates, bro. This is how he operates. So we can do the big manager thing. It won't work. We can do the little manager thing. But even when we have a manager who's not demanding world-class players, you still won't go out there and give him players that he needs.
And this is the problem. What does it take for this guy to care about the football, bro? What does it take for him to care? Because it's exactly like what you just said. He don't give us. There's no look. Like you said, Perisic is the only way we got him is because he was free. If that player isn't free, and albeit we did actually pay him a fair wages, we did, but that was only because he was free. If we even costed 1 million, that deal would have been done.
That deal would have been done, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we paid him the wages because we probably saw it as, all right, we're getting him for free, so we can afford to pay this guy wages. So it's within the structure of everything. So this is why everybody underneath this guy, yeah, I find it hard to blame them. Like, I find it hard to call people shit, even though Ange clearly is out of his depth. I ain't gonna, you get me? I'm not, that's clear to see.
Yeah.
But the other players, other people in other positions around the club, because when you look at the medical staff, it's poor. When you look at the the overall, because what role does Scott Mann play? He's like the kind of sporting director. Is he supposed to be sporting director?
Yeah, he's in charge of I think he's in charge of like hiring these people, like hiring the
Scott Mann's rubbish. From what I've seen, from what he's hired, he's rubbish. Who hired him? Like, I always have to just go back and back and back. And the highest thing I can go to is always the ownership. It's you lot that put every single cog in place, and nothing ever seems to work because you're cheap. You never will go out and put money into anything. This guy, I swear, these owners never actually put money into the club. No. Like, from as long as I remember, I don't think they've ever actually put money into the club. All they've done is take out. All they've done is take money from the club, take it from. They've never put in. They've never lost anything in terms of having this team. They've made ultimate pro, and it's like at this point now, you need to be looking at like I say, yeah. There's no manager that I feel like I can blame. There's no because I want to blame Lange. I want to say, you know, you're doing a poor job, but is he being given the tools to do a good job? I look at it and I think, what are you actually the constraints of signing players are always the same. It's always like the other day we just heard we was looking at Scarini. I'm glad we didn't get him because he wouldn't have fit the team anyway. But what broke that down? Wages again. It's like it's always the same issue. Oh, it's either wages or the player costs too much. Why can we never just do it? Why can we never just do what's necessary? I'm looking at once again, Nottingham Forest. How are they doing it? How is Villa doing it? These lot are doing it because they're overdoing. They're overlooked. Our thing was 43%. I think it was like what we spend to like something to do with, I can't remember what it was, but ours was low as usual. Like everyone else's was high. All the big boys, theirs was all high and ours was low. And it's just everything. When it comes to all these metrics, you can always see why Tottenham are where they are. You sign 18-year-olds that have never played in the Premier League, and you wonder why you're 15th. You play these like you don't sign quality. And then you wonder why you're dropping off. These other teams are getting better. These other teams have money now. They get TV rights money. Never used to get that before. They get that now. That's why they can grow. That's why they can do things. And now they're all getting a taste. They're all signing quality. The league is getting better and we are getting worse. We're not keeping up with it. We're just doing the same old methodology like Kinski, another player. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad keeper, but who is he? Like, honestly,
bro,
where did
you know what I'm realizing, bro? I'm saying this year, in the next 10 years, if you don't start spending money as a club, you will go down. I think that is the way this Premier League's heading. You need to spend money to stay in this league now. I think teams like Bournemouth, Forest, Brighton, you know what I'm saying, even West Ham to an extent, these teams that know they can go down, they've started spending money because they've realized now this is how we stay in this league. We have to keep improving.
But you see, even what they do
season on season.
But you see, even what they do, they do is they make sure they at least get one quality man that is gonna go for 50 plus. That's gonna keep them up. Even if their TV money don't work out, they're gonna make sure that we got two bad boy players that if it gets peak, offload them to. That's 120 million coming back into the club. We'll reimburse that back in like a Brighton. That's what Brighton do. That's how they just survive. Because they've got players that look at this Baleba. What, you think he's gonna go for cheap? Once he's ready to go, once
80 million.
70, 80s, bro. That's another one. Gone. How much money have they made off the league? Easy. That's how they just remain. Because they're not a club that has a big fan base. And how do these clubs stay afloat? It's that. And we can't even get a player. I look at my players and I think, who the hell is 100 million in this team?
No one.
Who the hell is 100 million?
Maybe you can ask for 100 million for Mickey van der Ven if you tie him down to a long contract. But even that seems like a drag because the guy can't stay fit. Do you know what I'm saying? This comment from Philly is a perfect comment, right? Guys, I have been reading your comments as well. It's just a good conversation, you know what I'm saying? As the landscape of football changes, Spurs will get left behind. I'm telling you, that is exactly what we're starting to see. You don't want to spend money. You don't want to invest in the team. You don't want to invest into the on-the-field shit. Guys, we'll be running NFL concerts from the championship if we're not careful. And I'm being dead ass.
It's dead serious, like dead serious.
Clubs, the assistants are always talking to the manager. We are now a laughing stock. Yeah, facts. Yep. Come on, people. Like and subscribe. We need to support. Yeah, come on, man. Please
come on,
man. Like and subscribe, people.
Come on, man. Like and subscribe up to the thing, man. You know, come on, man. Jay's working hard. Every day he's giving you lot content every time. Day, I'm on this good content as well. It's the content you want. It's Spurs. Come on, man. If you're a real fan, this is what you want to hear. You want to hear these conversations. You want to hear this point of view.
We need fans like me or one like David and many more, bro. We're trying to save the Tottenham space.
Yeah, bro. We're trying to save the club, bro. We're trying to do our part to save the team, bro. Save the club that we all love. All you can do, the best you can do is just like and subscribe, man. It helps the mission. Do you get what I'm saying? It helps the mission.
Like, it feels like we're fighting a losing battle, but
bro, like we are.
I'm not gonna stop screaming until I get my club back, bro. The football club that I fell in love with, bro. I ain't gonna stop screaming, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm there with you in the trenches,
bro. Do you know how much joy? Like, I don't think people deep, yeah. When I watched us lift that League Cup, do you know what that does for man, bro?
Yeah.
Do you know like that's a feeling, yeah, that you can never forget. Like you'll never forget the feeling of there's Tottenham fans that haven't got to experience that.
Yeah,
exactly. Why I'm calling this out, bro.
Exactly. I see fans coming in
with being negative. I've got everyone's best interest at heart.
Yeah. For you fans that came in, I became a fan when it was Redknapp. I became a fan when it was Poch. Bro, you didn't see us win nothing. You've never felt that. You've never felt that. Don't you want that? Don't you want to feel that? What did you support the club for? You might as well have just supported West Ham. What did you and even they've picked up something in this time. Why don't you want to see this club? We've got to fight it, bro. We've got to be out there. We've got to make the noise. We've got to do it. Like,
if you don't care
you know what?
Success, you might as well be a neutral fan, bro.
You might as well, exactly, and that's what this club is, though. That's what we're becoming, the neutral fan hub. We're becoming the neutral fan club. That's what it's going to be called, neutral FC.
Bro, neutral fans are buying tickets to our stadium, bro. I've been in the stadium. I've seen Liverpool fans, City fans.
It's a day out.
I've seen Ipswich fans come down just to have a day out at the Tottenham stadium.
It's a day out, nice. Bro. You see, when you say that to me, it gets me vexed, bro. Like, it gets me hot. Like, because I think to myself, like, I'm looking at Everton, yeah, and I'm thinking, bro, their man headlocked up their owner, bro. Like, I'm not enticing violence or nothing like that. I'm not saying there should be violence on my man, but if man are on doing that, if man are on doing that, just drop me the location. Like, I'm not saying I'm on nothing. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, bro. Them man headlocked him up. Get me the 3 o'clock thing. Like, them man, you get me? Them man were doing that, bro. And where's their owner now? He's not there. They're on a resurgence now. They're gonna be rising up. Watch. They got rid of Dyche. They got back Moyes. Watch what's gonna happen with Everton if you think that they're not gonna start slowly climbing back up. Slowly, they'll get there. Everton will get there because they took action, bro. Sometimes
Arsenal did it as well. Man United did it. Newcastle
Everyone did it.
All of these teams have run their owners out of the club or run the manager off the club, bro. They've done it.
But not Spurs. We've got channels.
They forced their owner to sell the club because they demanded more, fam. Do you know what I mean? And we sit here and talk about how Arsenal fans are this and that, but Tottenham fans are sounding a lot like Arsenal fans right now because we're sat 15th in the table, 12 losses, 7 wins, and like 10 draws, and everyone's sitting there talking about fucking give him time, give him time, give him time. We've given him time. We've given him 2 years, bro, and he's
2
taken
years.
us backwards.
Yeah. When and I feel like that exactly what you're saying is what's poisoned our fan base, is that whole Arteta situation where because they gave him time, brother, he was sitting 8th, not 15th, and he had an FA Cup to his name. It's not the same thing. Like, Ange isn't Arteta. When are people gonna realize this? Like, people keep on coming, Arsenal game. Arteta hasn't won nothing. Like, even then, no matter what about the time they gave him and this and that, what is the standard then? Do you just want to be what Arsenal are? Do you just want to go back to what we was as Poch? Of course, we want to go back to that above this, but I want more. I want more than that. I want to win. I want to be the main event. I want to be the winner, bro. I want to be the one picking up the belt at the end, bro. I don't want to be the one that was just challenging all the time. I'm tired of that. So when I hear people keep on mentioning Arteta, oh, blah, 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 brother, they're two different people in two different situations. It's not the same thing. This guy has got us lingering in 15th, and not just that he's got us in 15th. I can comfortably say that I feel like we're losing another 5 games comfortably this year. Injuries or no.
To Anfield. We got to go to Anfield. You know what I'm saying? United have to come to our ground. City have to come to our ground. We got to go to Molineux. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not
Chelsea again.
To go to. We got to go to the Bridge. Do you know what I'm saying? We
got to play
West Ham away. We got to play all these teams away, yeah? Do you know what
Forest
I'm saying?
again.
Forest
Bournemouth again.
Exactly.
Fulham again. Brighton again. Brother, I feel like we can lose every single one of them games. I'm not joking.
Apart from maybe Leicester tomorrow, I can't sit here and comfortably say where we can pick up another 3 points.
See, when Vardy plays Tottenham, fam, I'm telling you, he gets a little spring in his step. If you think that he's not coming to bang in 2 tomorrow, he's banging in 2. Not 1, 2. Jamie Vardy. I'm telling you, he's coming on smoke. What's that other winger that they got? I forgot his name. The one that we was looking at. Buenanote or something like that. What's his name?
No,
that man there.
Oh, who are you talking about? The Leicester winger?
Yeah, I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Buenanote or something.
Yeah,
them kind of man there.
I don't know, but he's cold. He's cold.
Cold. And these men are gonna come up. They're going to get the chances, and they've got a finisher. So as simple as that, they're gonna score. They've got someone that knows how to bang in goals, old, young, whatever Vardy is. When he plays Spurs, it's classic. We're always getting the same version.
Bro, since Ange's been here, we've kept like 10 clean sheets.
Has it even been 10?
I don't even think it's been 10 yet. I think we've kept like 8 clean sheets, bro.
Like,
do you know how bad that is?
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I was talking with my brethren the other day. Was talking about that season Chelsea had where they conceded 15 goals in the whole entire season. Bro, we do that in like 3 games. We do that in about 3 matches, bro. 15. 3 to 5 games, 15 goals have been conceded somehow. It's how can you play football like this? And then it's so heavily reliant on your attacking players to score. So you buy Solanke, who isn't the potent super striker. I'm not saying he can't bang goals, but when you surround him with Brennan Johnson, who isn't super attacker, Timo Werner isn't super attacker, Son is at the back end of his career. When I'm seeing all this in attack, how the hell are we supposed to score the goals that we need? How are we supposed to score 5 a game?
Yeah. Not only that, yeah, but then you've got another flipping problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? My man loves to overcrowd the midfield, fam. My man loves to overcrowd the flipping midfield. Toro's inverting. Udogie's inverting. Bissouma's flying forward. Solanke has to drop into midfield to get the ball because he's not getting no service. The wingers don't want to play on the touchline. Everyone wants to come in field. And then you've got Maddison or Kulu in the 10, and they've got no space to operate. They get their head up. There's no one to pass to, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So then it ends up going back.
Which is weird.
The ball over in midfield. It's the same crap. And if I'm sitting at home, or sitting in the stands, and I can see it, why can no one else see that? This cycle does not work, bro.
It doesn't work. Like, nothing that we do works, and the way that we do it. And I look at the players, and I just think, I look at these players, and I think, well, you lot are cowards because that's the name. That's the one there. But as I was saying, when I'm looking at games, I look at the players and I think maybe it's just me, but I feel like they hide a lot. So I feel like there's a lot of cluster in the midfield, like you say. But then I feel like if there's a lot of cluster in the midfield, how is there never anyone to actually pass to? Because I'm looking and I'm just thinking it just goes back to the defense. I just wait about 3-4 seconds and it's going to go back to the centre back. The centre backs have far too much of the football for my liking, and I noticed this from last season, like early last season. I said I don't like the way that Van der Ven and Romero have most of the ball. Like even though we're doing this hyper possession thing and all that, I don't really want these two to be kind of having 40 to 50 touches a game. Like I'm not really on that. That's not really their job. I need Madison and these players to be doing that and causing effect and that kind of thing there. So I look at it and I just think, is it me or do sometimes the players hide when they're in the midfield? Because I see it and I think
They do
bro,
hide, bro.
make
They
the movement,
do
make
hide.
the you get me? If you bust a 1-2 and do all things like that, I know it's a bit clustered and I know it's a bit hard to move, but you can still sometimes just feel like, oh, you look like you're just hiding behind the opposition player. You don't want the ball. Not just that, what we're doing, we just leave the fat gaps. So like you said, when we're doing all cluster, all it takes is for them to just retrieve the ball. One ball into the channels, finished. What is always into them same channels, that same area. Play it into their Tottenham are done. They've got about 3 players back there that can't deal with it. You've got Dragusin, can't deal with it. You've got Gray, can't deal with it. You've got Ben Davis back now, can't deal with it. Rubbish.
Big up the 2 marks. Make sure everyone goes and shows their channel some love. Like I said, we're supporting all Tottenham content creators, man. I want to make sure everyone in the community gets their voice heard because, like I said, man, there's not enough Tottenham content creators in the space. So make sure you guys go and show them some love.
Not ones that are talking the truth anyway.
And they talk the truth. Trust me, man. They've been nothing but kind to me, man. It's only right. And I want to say something as well, man, on this, bro. If you guys notice, I haven't really put out many transfer videos. The only transfer video I really put out was the 5 players that I wanted to see come into the club and the video on Kinski. And the reason why is because I'm not trying to be like these other YouTubers, bro, that just sit there and I'm talking about transfer links and whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
it's boring. We're not buying no one. You'll be wasting your time.
Club, we ain't buying shit.
You'll be wasting your time,
you know what I'm saying? I know my club, bro. We're not buying these players that we claim to be linked to. So I'm not going to sit here and make transfer videos about them. Because to me, it's just overkill. Do you know what I'm saying? It's pointless. It's pointless. But no, back onto what you were saying, bro. Like, honestly, it's not good enough, man. The level of quality of players that we're bringing into the football club now, do you know what I'm saying? The way we're playing, we're just getting exposed. And I don't want to see Van der Ven and Romero in possession, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, right, Van der Ven's back. I'm giving him till March before he goes out again. He's out again.
So
100%.
He's not going to make it.
He won't make it to March, bro. And I don't wish him... listen, I'm not sitting here. We're not sitting here, right? Me and R1, we're not sitting here saying that we wish him to get injured. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying he isn't going to stay fit for the rest of the season, bro. He's not. Because the whole system is... I've never seen a system built around a centre-back.
Yeah.
I've never
being
seen
able
a
to
system
run
built around a centre-back's hamstrings, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
But I will say this. It'll take me back to Man City, where I feel like a lot of their defending kind of did rely on that. It relied on Kyle Walker making that recovery run to save them. It's just that Kyle Walker doesn't have G-strings for hamstrings. I think we have to be honest at a point and say that Van der Ven does seem pretty injury prone, all things considered. I know that the everything does. I know that the whole Ange's style is a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? To say it's very strenuous. It's very all that, but I feel like 3, and they all kind of seem quite long term as well. That they're never just a quick, you know what I'm saying, 3-4 weeks out. It's always some big 3 months out. It's always a good couple months. This is 2 winters that he's not played. That's actually really bad. That you're becoming a player that am I sure that I can? Because this is a conversation I've been wanting to have about Van der Ven, to be honest. Because I see Van der Ven praised and lauded left and right, and for me, I don't think he's that good. I'm going to be honest. That all this Vertonghen regen and blah 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 and blah blah, I don't see it because outside,
don't disrespect Vertonghen like that, man. About
you know what I'm saying. That's disrespect. Like, I don't see it because when I'm looking at Van der Ven, when I look at things, all things considered, so when I say outside of the recovery run, he's really good at that. And he's really good at, I think his best traits are going forward. Because when he's making them running through players and dusting down the pitch and whipping it in, I've seen, and banging in goals, and I've seen him do more offensive things that I actually like rather than defensive. Because when I look at defensive, you don't header. When the ball comes in the corner, I don't remember you heading the ball away. I don't remember. You're not strong. Like, I don't see you muscling off players that anytime they come around you, I know that you're winning that duel. It's not really that. I've seen you get twisted and turned numerous times, not just the Isaac time. I've seen him get twisted and turned quite because he's got an awkward disposition because of how lanky he is. So I've seen him get twisted and turned quite a few times. That is a bit worrying for me. I don't see you winning last-ditch tackles. Like, I don't really see anything that I look at and I think that's a top defender. I just see that, yeah.
He's not very good in the air either, man.
Exactly.
Van de Ven is very poor at
He's
winning
not aerially dominant.
He's always getting dominated in the air, bro.
So what does he do? I'm asking, like, as a question, like, to anyone in the chat or to you, Jay, yourself, like, what does Van de Ven actually do to be lauded so high?
It's because, right, I can explain it. It's because he's an anomaly defender, and I did see your comment, Philly. I starred it. We're gonna touch on this in a sec. I starred your comment, but he's what I like to call an exception to the rule. You don't really see centre backs nowadays. Yeah, Elijah, you can jump on, bro. The link's in. If you want to jump on, you can jump on, bro. We're having a good chat, man. We're going to go for about 30 more minutes. That calm?
Yeah, that's calm, bro. That's calm.
We'll go 30, 40 more minutes because this has been a good chat. Elijah, yeah, man. If you want to jump in, bro. But no, I think he's a player that's a luxury player. Players like Van de Ven, you have when you've got options that you can, if you need to, you can chuck him in and out of the squad, chuck him in and out of the team. He's not meant to come in, especially in this league. He's not meant to come into the Premier League, right, and be a starting centre-back straight away until his body can adjust to the pace of the system that he's playing in. Because remember, at Wolfsburg, they don't play this high press, do you know what I'm saying? They don't play like that. They just do not play like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That brings me to his position at when he was at Wolfsburg, because when he was there, wasn't he like a left centre back, right?
Yeah, he was more of an LCB. Left-sided centre back. Sometimes he played at left back.
I think he's better off as an LCB or a left back. I want to be honest, because the traits I see from him is very non-defensive. So imagine him as an LCB where you've got two other centre backs like a Romero and another person next to you. I think if he was around that and it gives him license to then do what he does well, which is cut through with the ball. He's good at dribbling and things like that. He's good at carrying the ball. I think that's his best trait when he's on the pitch carrying the ball, get forward, get the ball forward, get into attacking positions. I think that's where he's best. And he's got two other centre halves back there so he can, and if he needs to, he can dust back because he's got the legs for it. But he won't have to do that all the time because there'll be two centre backs there, so he's not going to be last line of defence. Yeah. I feel like if we deployed him in more of a position like that, I feel like we'll see better from him. I feel like that is his actual. Because I even look at
Big up Elijah. Big up,
man. Big up, man. Shout out to all you guys, man.
Come on, man.
Big up, bro.
I see him on when he's at Fulham, when he's at Holland, and didn't they play him at like a LCB or a left back kind of role? Yeah. Like, he doesn't really play centre back there, so it's like we're expecting him to play centre back here, and I don't think that's really his best.
I think he can play centre back. I just think the way we're using him like almost like a suicide bomber. Like, we're just sending him out to die every week, bro. It's not fair. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He should not be the man that we rely on to break down every counter attack, because that is how you ruin players, bro. That is the same way Arteta has run Saka into the ground, is the exact same way that we've run Van de Ven into the ground. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna have a centre back that is used solely for recovery runs, you need fullbacks that know how to get back and support him, bro. Pedro Porro, while he's getting split in the opposite corner flag and that, our centre backs are just dying. They're just getting exposed, bro. Do you know what I mean? You've got midfielders that don't track back. They don't track back. When I was in Spain, I was watching the Southampton game in the bar, right? And I was chatting to the guy at the bar. Bearing in mind, I'm drunk off my head, yeah. We're 4-0 up before half time. I'm loving life. Life is great. I'm in a beautiful hot country. Life is great. And I said, bro, what do you think's what could go wrong now? What could go wrong now? And he's like, just watch. One ball through the middle, yeah, and you've got 5-6 players rushing and scampering. And all it took, as soon as he said that, bang, one ball through the middle, we've got 7 players trying to get back. It's not good enough. We're burning our players out, and no one wants to admit it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I want to tell you lot a stat before I want to get Elijah's thoughts on this as well, yeah? Since Ange has come in, we've had 18 hamstring injuries. 18 hamstring injuries, bro.
Oh my days.
18! And you're trying to tell me that it's not on Ange.
Nah,
18.
bro.
Well, what are your thoughts on that?
18 is crazy.
Shout your channel out as well.
Big up, man. Hey, too much. Hey, I appreciate you having me on, Jay, man. You know I've been in the chats, man. Ep.1, appreciate you as well, my broski.
Come on, man.
You know what I was saying? Big up, man. But yeah, you know what it is about these injuries, yeah? The style of play, I've never been one to care about style of play in it, but it's the lack of rotation from Ange. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really the issue, bro, because these young G's that we're relying on, like Archie and Bergvall, are two of our best players right now, just based on form alone. You know what I'm saying? Jed Spence, one of our best players right now, based on form. And these are men that weren't even sniffing the Premier League. Brandon Austin, another one. These men weren't sniffing the Premier League, fam. Like, some of them weren't even sniffing the Europa League. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, yeah, our senior players are playing, they're playing dead right now because they're burnt out. They have no energy. Kulu, who's supposed to be known for his physicality, was getting brushed aside by Lewis Skelly in the North London derby. Some little youth, bro. Bro's younger than me, fam. You know what I'm saying? He's 18. Bullying Big Kulu, supposed to be our best player, fam. You know, so what happened to the IKEA meatballs, fam? They ran out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They ran out, fam. He had no more balls left, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I just think, yeah, and the lack of rotation is what's killing them now. Because if we were rotating Archie and Bergvall in the Premier League, if we were rotating Jed Spence, Regulon, players that we have at the club, like, these men are getting paid by the club. They're here for you to use them. They want to play football. Even some of the young G's that we set Dorrington out on loan, why not give him a chance, fam? I get he's injury prone, but that's half the team at this point. You know what I'm saying? 18.
Who's not 18, injury prone?
18 injuries in one place, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, fam. Like,
and you see what you're saying? Sorry to interrupt you, Elijah. Yeah, just
ahead,
while you're on that point. You see, with Mikey Moore, why is he being wrapped in cotton wool? You see, he's like, I always think, he's 17. But I look at Gray. Gray's 18. Like, what's the difference? They're the same.
How old is Bergvall? Same age.
18 as well. Bergvall turned 18. So technically, Bergvall just turned 18, bro.
So why do them man get to play regular, but Mikey Moore doesn't? And Mikey Moore's the coldest out of all of them.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's because he has to play Son or something. I don't know what's going on, fam. But it must be because he has to play Son. I don't see any other reason, fam. You know what I'm saying?
But then drop Brennan Johnson. Drop Brennan.
A lie.
For the love of God, drop Brennan Johnson, bro. Play more on the right. Do something. Switch it up.
We just need. I don't even care who they drop at this point. They need to put them on.
I don't care.
I don't know if you lot remember when we had Conte, right? But Conte did something. He did something in the cup, and I this is where I said, you know what, Conte is a top manager. No matter how you look at it, he's a top manager. And bro, we're gonna get onto this star comment as well. Let me put it up on the chat so you can see, because we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about the Eze stuff as well. Conte did something, and you know what he did? He said, all right, cool. We don't have a right winger who's competent enough to provide any service for Kane. So you know what I'll do? I'll just play two up front. I'll play with two strikers, yeah, and let Son just run off Kane. Let Kane drop into the space and let Son run off Kane. Why don't we use Dom Solanke and Son like that? Do you know what I'm saying? Why don't we use Johnson and
Johnson like that, literally?
And if we did that, if we was to do that, that will allow Udogie and Porro to play in their proper position as wingbacks.
Exactly. And we still have defensive cover because we'd have
still have some defensive cover.
They're the only ones that cross the ball in, remember, Porro and Udogie. They're our fullbacks are our outlets when it comes to crossing. Our wingers don't put the ball in. They just slide it across for back post tapping. So if that's the case,
they don't.
Why don't we start playing with a back three? Why don't we play with a back five?
Like an actual back three, not that Everton shit, man.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, Jay, earlier. That Everton nonsense that he did, bro. I don't know what the...
Because that's what I'm saying. That back three thing, yeah. Like, I've seen people saying, oh, look what happens when Ange switches his tactics, plays a back three. Fam, we saw Archie Gray as a right centre back pressing them man at the Everton corner flag. You're telling me that's a back three, fam?
Exactly.
And these man skunked. Like, that's not a back three.
That's not what
these man are on about. Not a back three. We're seeing Porro. The wing backs are supposed to be the width for the team. We're seeing Porro inverting into a 10, bro. That's a back five.
And I'm
What's
seeing
these man
Kulu
talking
trying to
about,
do the
bro?
wing job. I'm seeing Bergvall on the wing. I'm seeing everyone else but Porro on
Poro
the
on the
wide
wing, fam.
outlet.
I'm seeing Ben Davies going up the pitch. I'm like, bro, get your ass back in defense, bro.
What I mean, you're asking players to do things they're not good at. Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you know full well that this guy, you've hired a plumber and you know full well that he doesn't know how to change a pipe, but you give him all the tools to change a pipe anyways, and then all the shit water blows up in your face.
That's
and
what
you're
it
sitting
is.
there saying, well, it's not his fault, it's the pipe's fault. No, you knew he wasn't good enough to do it in the first place. So
Literally.
why did you give him that job?
Literally,
This is
bro.
what
You can't, like,
it's
Brennan
mad,
Johnson
like,
and Timo Werner.
nothing at this
They're
club makes
inside
sense.
forwards.
Like, bro,
They're inside forwards, Brandon. They need space to run. You can see when Werner gets on the ball, he doesn't want the ball at his feet. He just wants to run.
He just wants to run.
He just wants to run. Yeah.
Brennan Johnson, every time he gets the ball, he's trying to flick it on or knock it back inside because he doesn't want the ball at his feet. He wants to run.
Yeah.
Son, he wants to run. Do you know what I'm saying?
All of these attackers
runners,
are built like that.
On the ball,
I'm saying, bro, it's like a relay race out there, man.
Yeah, they just want to run.
The system doesn't allow that. Do you know what I'm saying? The system doesn't allow that. Do you know what I'm saying? We have a system that is detriment in the team, and you know what? Yeah, where did this cat go? You know what? Anyways, I named the cat Kulu because he was balling out, and now Kulu's not balling out.
He's not balling out no more, fam.
Yeah.
Oh my days, bro.
He's moving, man. He's tired, man. He's tired. He's losing every single duel, bro. That's why he was getting muscled off by Lewis Skelly the other day. He's tired.
This peak, fam.
Brother.
This peak.
He's
You know when I was like, yeah, it's over, fam. Not even like after time off, I was like, Anja done in it. But when I seen Everton, yeah, with big Black Decore in the 10, and they're picking up the ball and doing dribble runs in the second half, are you crazy? That man are lining up. The attack is lining up, yeah. They're giving it to Decore and he's doing skill runs. I was like, yeah, bro, this is
moving like Yaya Toure in the middle.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
And this is gonna
I was done. I was crashing
How
out.
on earth, does Archie Gray and Dragusin get spun by that non-binary milk button fucking You're taking a piss. You're taking a piss.
Someone said he has more Chanel bags than goals. How is this a thing?
And he's ripping up our defense. He's got Dragusin looking like a Romanian dreadlock, just getting twisted up.
Bro,
I thought he was the one that was wearing heels. He had these man on their heels, bro.
I will always say, bro, Dragusin is the dragon from Shrek, bro. He's the dragon from Shrek. He can't breathe fire. Bro. He chained up. He gets bent over by Eddie Murphy, the donkey, fam. You know what I'm saying, bro? This guy is dead.
This ain't the Game of Thrones dragons, bro.
Bro, when you're making Archie Gray look like a better centre back than you, nah, it's over, man. It's over.
Archie Gray is better than him.
That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for him because this is not the system Dragusin is supposed to be playing in. But even so, bro, you're a centre back. You're letting an 18-year-old, you're an 18-year-old holding midfielder who plays makeshift right back look like a better centre back.
Yeah, just does everything better than like, even when it comes to normal things where I'm looking at it and it's just like that's defensive stuff though. Like all you need to do is make. Do you see how he got cooked by the number 10, Everton's number 10? You see when he got the ball, yeah?
He just got moved, man. He just got,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Got the ball, hit 2 step overs on him, touched it onto his left. Blow. As soon as the Bray got the ball, yeah, I knew what was coming because I could see, Randy, you're not gonna do nothing here. Like you're about to embarrass me, bro.
It was
hit him with two Ronaldo looking at R9 step overs, boof boof, touched it onto the left like Son, rast it. I thought to myself,
making Calvin Lewin look like R9, making Ndai look like Neymar, fam. Bro, making Everton pass and move football.
Pass and move football. It's disgusting. We're making any team look like that.
Is there any transfer news that we can talk about, like other than the robbery deal?
Robbery.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy when I saw it. I ain't gonna lie, but I think it's just what Dibbling. I think
I don't want Dibbling.
I don't want
for 55 M's. Hell no.
We are university.
Hell no.
Like, are we just taking
exactly? This is college.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. What is this? This is.
I'm glad people are catching on to the high transfer fee, low wage thing, bro. I'm happy. Everyone's caught onto it because it seems like people like us already caught onto that, but the masses ain't catch onto it. Now we're seeing Dibbling for 55 M's. You know he's gonna be on like 30K a week or some shit.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying, bro. Like we know he's gonna be on. Yeah, bro.
That's
As
why.
soon
Because
as
how
you
many
see
players can you get for
Solanke,
55 million?
Hey, man, them Jun.
and they're not even on
Guys,
100K a
Jun
week.
reminds us every day that we have Jaggerson until 2030. Every stream, he has to remind us at least once that we've got
That's
this
like me
guy
on
for
my
another
streams,
6
bro.
years.
I always remind people Timo Werner's on 165K a week every stream I do, fam. You know what I'm saying? It just
I'm gonna have to
this
think of
club's
something to
backwards.
remind man of as well, bro. Because seriously, there's some
And you lot in
serious,
the chat, should we make
serious
this a
effing
weekly
going
show,
on.
you lot? Should we make this a weekly
Mm.
show? Me, Elijah, and R1, we come here every week and we talk some footy. Should we make this
Let
a
us
I'll be
weekly
know,
there
man.
show?
for
I'm
it, man.
down,
I'm
man.
down, bro.
I'm down, man. Let us
I'm
know,
Hey,
man.
let's
down.
make it a weekly
down,
show.
I'm here.
Fuck it. And you
I'm
lot know what
down,
to do,
fam.
man. 20 likes and we're making this a weekly show.
Yeah, bro.
20
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, man.
Like
Like
up
up
the
the thing,
stream,
man.
man. Like up the stream. We need
Come on,
this,
man. You
man.
got
We
the
need this
triple
for the
threat going on,
community,
man.
bro.
Come on, like up the thing, man.
For the community, fam. No care.
Big up Bold Musa says, I agree. Dorrington needs to be starting before Ben Davis. Davis is already done. Ben Davis is our Phil Jones now. We can't be starting him every week.
Man
Again,
said Phil
luxury player,
Jones.
bro. Giving the
Luxury.
ball away is part of the Spurs game that you're not supposed to see as a fan. The Tamworth defender showed more skill than Bernard Johnson.
Did anyone notice he didn't complete no
Yeah,
dribbles versus them? Not either.
Zero dribbles. How can you complete zero dribbles
How can
against a non-league team?
Oh my! I was switching at my screen watching that Tamworth game, fam. And like Brenda Johnson and that, bro. Just
I
doing
feel
nothing
like he's
on
one
the
of them
pitch.
ballers, yeah. You see, like
I was there. I went to the game.
oh, you
I
went
went
there.
went
all
to
the
it.
way up to Tamworth, bro, to
What?
watch that game. Man was eating, but they were giving us
Bro,
fucking cheese
props
to
sandwiches
you,
and
bro.
squash
You are the
tortilla and
truth,
that, bro.
bro.
Nah,
you are the truth, bro.
you are the biggest Tottenham fan I ever seen, bro. You
Yeah,
went up
bro.
to Tamworth.
You
Hey, props to you, fam.
Bro,
riding for the team,
Bro,
boy.
I went to Milan when Romero got sent off. I've traveled all over Europe following this club. Do you know what I'm saying? Home, away. I went up to Newcastle.
Now you've got your receipts. No one can't chat to you about football. You've got your
when
receipts.
they put six past us, yeah, I was in the concourse in St. James's Park getting a beer. I come and sat down at my seat. We were 3-0 down, bro.
Oh, that day there.
We was
Brother, I remember that day. I went shop
It's a
when I came
12-hour
back.
trip
It was 4-0.
all round. It's a 12-hour trip to Newcastle, you know.
Oh my god, bro.
Do you get me?
Nah,
it's a disgrace. Pre-season
mad.
tour. Man's flying out with the team. I'm going away this summer with the team for the pre-season thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I back this club because I love Tottenham. Tottenham means everything to man don't understand, yeah. I live and breathe this club, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Tottenham is my everything. So when
I can see that.
it hurts my feelings when I feel like the club don't love me back.
I hear it.
They don't love you, bro.
hear
I'm
it.
just telling you that now. I'm just gonna be the guy to tell you they don't love you, bro.
No, they don't.
They don't love me.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't
One
love
side-
Elijah. They don't love none of us, bro.
They don't love none of us, bro. And the thing, I don't even have that level of dedication, bro. I'm gonna be real, fam. But just being, like for as long as I've lived in England, fam, I've been North London, Northwest London, West London. So I've always been surrounded by Arsenal and Chelsea, man.
Yeah.
So as a Tottenham fan, you're automatically little bro, fam. And it's like that shit is jarring.
You're always
bro.
fighting an uphill battle, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Fighting.
And you man knowing it, fam. You man know. The first time you meet someone, yeah, in 5 minutes, yo, do you watch football? What team you support, fam? I support Tottenham. Oh, you man support Tottenham, bro.
Instantly, they judge you off of that. You know, that's a judge. That's one of them criteria that you get judged off of. Because you know, when you ask a man what team they support, there's the man. You ask them, do you watch football? They say no. Instantly, it's a bit like, you don't watch football. That's one person. Then you got the people. Oh, who do you support? Oh, I support. It's like me. If I'm chatting football and a man just tells me, oh, I support QPR. Oh, you don't know about football. Like I don't rate you like that. Like you're well, not that I don't rate you, but you're on a family thing. Like you live in Bush, you live in that area. You're a local lad. That's or your dad, or you get me. Like I don't expect you to have rated this team, watched them, and said, "Yeah, I'm going to support QPR." You just been forced into it. Like that's the way I see it. I feel like the other teams like Man United, Chelsea, when they hear Spurs, they think that same thing. They just think, "Oh yeah, you've been forced into supporting Tottenham." You get me? Because you could never have watched this and said, "Yeah, that's the team man's gonna support." How did you get here? That's what I can't
fathom it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm in a few Twitter spaces, and you lot, by the way, follow my Twitter. Everyone follow me on Twitter. My Twitter's in the description. You get me? But I'm in a few Twitter spaces. I'm in a few Twitter group chats as well. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you. There's loads of American Spurs fans, and I had to ask them. I said, "Why Tottenham?" And they said, "Oh, Gareth Bale, and you know, I fell in love because of Poch, or I fell in love."
Clint Dempsey's another one.
Yeah, I would have thought Clint Dempsey. That's who I had. Brad Speed one. I had that man in my head.
And that's like, okay, cool. I understand. You know, you probably started watching football when Tottenham had that little phase, that 5-6 year phase of dominance, even though we didn't win fuck all. Like, I understand it. But then I sit there and say, bro, you had the world at your fingers. That's like walking into a room and there's 7 10 out of 10s and 3 dead things, and you pick one of the 3 dead things. Do you know
the personality, though, Jay? You know what I'm saying?
But it's the personality.
You might be a 10 on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You went for personality, bro. You saw breast and bum, but you didn't care about that, bro. You just said yes.
Bro, more time the personality. Daniel Levy, fam. Good luck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And now they're sitting there, and it's like, when you sit there and you talk to them, a lot of them are like, "Oh, I don't understand. Just back the manager. How can you want him to be sacked? Look how many managers have been sacked." And it's like, yeah, because we've seen our club do things. We've seen our club become. We've seen our club do. You know what I'm saying? Be a good team. We've seen our team go to cup finals and semi-finals whilst being in the top half of the table. Like, that's not too much to ask. If we were sat in 8th right now, I'd be upset that we're in 8th. But I wouldn't be angry and screaming, sack this pussy or sack him now.
I hear it.
I'd say give him to the end of the season to see how high he can finish.
I would.
Win a cup.
Yeah.
But he's put himself in a position that is almost untenable now. Because we can't qualify for Europe. The best we can hope for is that we win the FA Cup and get the Europa League, or we win the Europa League and get Champions League, or maybe we qualify for the conference. But we can't sit here and say we're going to finish in Europe. So
no chance.
We're not playing European football next season. I'm just letting man know that also.
That probably the best thing that could happen to this club is getting relegated. Is that like we have to sit there and discuss it as a possibility?
Not ever.
And I hit
for the club,
I don't
yes.
think so. I don't think
for the
so.
future club, yes, but not for us as fans. Because us as fans, we're gonna get
violated. I'm not going outside. If my team gets relegated,
I'm denounced, bro. We are gonna get violated. The amount of Arsenal man I know, we're gonna get violated, bro.
I can't see that day, bro. I'm sorry, I can't.
But in terms of progressing the club, in terms of getting the board out, yes. But in terms of us as fans,
I hear that. But they're not going to sell. How are we going to get this board out? Because we should be doing that now. So,
because you got to think.
The reason I say, Jay, Elijah, what ideas do you have to actually really? How are we going to get these men out? Because the protests don't work. That this don't work. That everything that people suggest or whatever, it ain't going to work. What people are not seeing is that this. All right, I'm seeing this comment now. No Europe for years. No, it won't. He's developed the club into where Europe don't matter no more. Getting Champions League don't matter no more. None of that don't matter. He's replaced that money. Bro, he'll replace that money with a concert. That money was going to get from the channel. That's a concert, bro. We don't care about Champions League.
But we generate more money on a match day than you would get for finishing 5th. Did you know
he doesn't give a shit about none of that, bro. I'm telling you that now.
The highest match day revenue in Europe, bro.
He doesn't give a damn, bro.
And if you're from North London, you will know, the club shop goes. Sometimes the line stretches right the way down to Tennessee, bro.
I've seen it. I've seen the line, bro.
It's ridiculous the way the club shop is full. It's full, fam. You got people paying thousands of pounds to sit in premium, eating 5-course meals in the stadium, drinking champagne. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
but they want to go there and they want to see the beer lift up into the thing. People, it's all part of the entertainment service. They want to see the beer, the rising beer out the arm. When you put the cup in, you know what I'm talking about. They want to see all of these things, bro.
And Squid Game and that, fam.
And Squid, bro, this is a circus, bro. This is everything but football. This is everything but
the only way we'd actually be able to get them out, and this it's a shame because it's never gonna happen, because like the answer is a boycott, fam. But the reason it will never happen is because Levy has done such a good job at diversifying the fan base. Not even in terms of nationality or nothing. I just mean in terms of, even if you want to just throw opinions on Levy and opinions on the manager, that alone, has divided this fan base. You don't even have to get into the international stage and all of that. Even before you get to that, just the people in London, the people who have the ability to just go to the stadium at any time and boycott or and protest, them man are divided as well. Not even us, man, are not even in terms of a community. We don't know what we want, because there are people who are Levy in, there are people who are Ange in and Levy in, people who are Levy out, Ange. Like, we can't even get together on we care about the manager more than the board, or we don't care about either of them. So we can't even organize a protest ourselves, let alone with the international fans.
And
So
you
when
know
the
what it is? I've been
international
to a
fans
few
come
of these
down, it's long.
protests as well, bro. I've been to a few of these protests, and let me explain to you what happens, yeah? And big up still, you know what I'm saying? Big up still and
Big up
Summer
all them
each and
people
every
there,
time.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Big up Brian as well.
Mm.
What happens at these protests is there'll be 50, 60 people, maybe 100 people at the protest. And you've got Tottenham fans walking past, just looking at you like, what on earth are you doing? Even the Tottenham fans don't want to protest because a lot of them don't want to risk getting banned from the stadium. A lot of them, and do you know what? How I see it is, it needs to happen. We need to do a massive boycott. 20, 30,000 fans need to just not turn up. There needs to be so many empty seats that Daniel Levy sits there and says, yo, so, maybe I actually need to sell my shares in the club and leave, because if this continues, we're going to just continue to take a hit. On away days, he needs to look over to the away end, and the away end's fucking empty. That's what he needs to see. But again, I find it fucked up, yeah? It's unfair that we have to, because for a lot of Tottenham fans, myself included, right? I live a very stressful day-to-day life. My life is very, very stressful, very hectic. For a lot of these fans, this is the one day in the week that they get away from their life. They get 2, 3, 4 hours to just focus on the thing that they love. So why are they now in a position where they have to sacrifice the value of their own mental health for their club to look at them with a bit of respect and start treating the fans how they deserve to be treated? Start doing things to show the fans that you care about the football club.
Because he don't care, bro. He don't see us as all what you just said. That's never once gone into Daniel Levy or whoever's
he don't care, bro.
really makes them decisions. That's never ever been in their mind, bro. About
what this is the same reason why, like,
who died in your family, all that your girl broke up with. They don't care about all that.
They just care about you spending the money, fam.
It's there. We're gonna charge you what we're gonna charge you. If you want to come. If you're having all that stress and you must watch football, in fact, they're counting on you to have that stress, because then you're gonna say, do you know what? I have to go and watch football. I have to get my mind off of this. I have to go and do what I love. But then you're making that stress as well. So it's like, why would I go there? I'm stressed here, and then I'm gonna go there and watch my team lose 4-0. You're not providing the service for what people are paying for. What people are paying for, what we pay for, like it was mentioned, Fulham and Tottenham are the highest ticket prices. I don't know what Fulham are doing there, but anyway, Tottenham are the highest ticket prices in the league. That don't make any sense, because you're not getting the service for that. I don't look at my team and think, this is a team that should be most for what?
But you are getting the service, because the service isn't about what's happening on the pitch.
You're right. It's the rising bit.
I'm getting the add-on. It's the fact that we've got the longest bar in world football. It stretches from one corner flag to the other. It's the fact that we've got a cheese factory inside the stadium.
I didn't even know. Why do we have that?
I didn't even know we had that, fam.
Why do we have that?
A cheese factory.
Bro, a cheese factory.
What is Willy Wonka's factory, fam? What's going on, bro?
Man's got Willy Wonka of cheese up in there
that a lot of fans won't see. We've got a beer factory, bro. We've got a beer. You see the beer that they serve? It's made inside the stadium. It's not imported from anywhere.
Bro, this
stadium is a whole tourist attraction, bro.
That's all it is.
It's a whole tourist attraction.
I bet you it can fly. I bet you this thing can fly. Watch. It's going to take flight soon. It's going to turn into a rocket thing. It's just going to unlock. You're just going to see it unpack from the
floor. We're going to be playing in the air, fam. You know, like that, bro.
We're going to see it as a space shuttle, bro.
This comment here is exactly why Fulham have their ticket prices high.
Oh, okay, it's the area. I hear that.
They're in a rich area. We're in a working class area because we're a working class club. But Levy's charging, do you know what I'm saying? Upper class.
I'm still not going to agree with that. It's Chelsea. So why don't Chelsea do that then?
Why don't
I think eventually they got American owners, fam. They might end up doing that.
They've just been spoiled with success over the years. That's the difference.
Well, Fulham's not working class.
Yeah, bro. Proper Chelsea, no, fam. Back in the day, bro, Chelsea were,
Yeah, but that's fam. This is now Chelsea win up stuff.
I think that's probably why they hate Fulham so much, though. That's probably why.
Lost all the racists. Since they lost them racist fans, bro, Chelsea ain't been the same football club. When they had the racist fans,
because
they got replaced by Africans.
Yeah, back in the day, fam, Chelsea and Fulham hated each other. That's probably why, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both in the same area.
They went to West
Fulham are the rich. Yeah, Fulham are the rich white kid, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Are they? I didn't know that.
That's Fulham, innit?
Yeah, bro. Fulham make money.
That's mad. These men were sitting in the championship about 4 years ago, and now they're talking about
they were even making the most money in the championship, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they've always been a Premier League outlook, innit? And when you have,
besides Abramovich, like he didn't care too much, innit? I'm seeing
That's
what
what it
John's
is.
saying, innit? Apparently,
Imagine we
Abramovich
could have
didn't
had
really care
him.
like that.
Imagine we could have
If
had
we had
Abramovich, bro.
I would have been cool with it, fam. I don't care about no cheating, none of that, bro.
I don't care
Bro.
about that.
Give me
Don't
any.
care,
Go and
fam.
get
Do
me
you
a
think I
rich
care?
Chinese man. Go and get me a Chinese owner.
See, when I hear all these man,
You know, like that.
get anyone. You see, when I hear these man talking about all this Saudi, oh, they do this and they do that, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't.
couldn't care,
You see,
bro.
when it comes to football, I'm not putting all that politics in my football. The politics is one side of things. If you're gonna come and do the football thing, that's all I'm on. All your politics and that's separate.
Yeah,
But
these
for
man
the
keep talking about
football,
Man City, bro. They still got their trophies, fam. You know, like
I don't
that.
think they're
Bro. So
complaining, bro. I don't think they're sitting back there.
I wouldn't be
complaining
complaining if I was a
about,
City
bro.
fan.
I wouldn't be.
care.
What, 4 leagues parked off? Bro, you'll never be able to chat to me.
4 leagues,
I would retire from
Champions
even
League,
watching football. Like, no one can't chat to me if I was a Man City fan.
a
It's done.
lie,
I've done everything. I've
a
seen
lie.
everything.
That's what. Nah,
I've
it's
seen
facts,
things
bro.
that certain man will never see. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if I was a City
4
fan,
and 5, bro.
the
Crazy.
pedestal
Treble.
I'll be on. It's
The
insane.
whole
Give
treble,
me
everything.
treble, 4 leagues, 3-peat, bro, the lot. Like, there's
Even
nothing.
what Bowley did, bro, giving man like 10-year contracts, fam. Like, it's technically, just as Dara said, even that's technically it's not cheating, it's bending the rules because they're still spending a certain amount of money each year. You know what I'm saying? It's because they dragged it out over 8, 9, 10. No team had really done that. So it's not really breaking the rules, it's just changing. Like, and that's what I'm saying. We need people who can
Just
kind
being
of bend the
smart.
rules a little bit. Yeah.
But you can see
People can
Bowley's a
bend
guy
the
that
rules.
also wants success. He's coming out. I bet he doesn't even know what offside is, bro. But he's coming in and he's on
You
this.
don't.
You get me? He don't know
You
nothing
see with
about
Tuchel,
football.
bro. He was telling Tuchel play a 4-4-3, fam. I'm like, yeah, this guy ain't serious.
There you go, exactly.
I don't know, bro.
Exactly. He's telling man play
I don't know.
4-4-3 and these things there. He doesn't even know how many men are on the pitch. He doesn't know about football. But what he wants to know is that my team is gonna pick up the silverware. That's all I need to know.
Literally, and he
I
spent
don't
the
care
money
about
for it
knowing
too, bro.
about it.
That's why I rate him, because
Big up
he
my
put
brother.
down his checkbook, fam. You know, like that.
This
Even he
guy's
don't
the
know the players
opposite.
coming in.
This
But
guy's the
yeah, man.
complete opposite. Daniel Levy's the complete opposite of that. The
Definitely from
complete,
Cats facts.
complete.
No, of course, man. And like I said, man, like, you see, for me, yeah, I'd love an owner, yeah, that just says, bro, I'm gonna sign 20 players, yeah. Hit me with that ban. I don't give a shit. Hit me with a ban, bro. Hit me with a ban. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know
Let me
what
see
we
the
did under
ambition.
Conte?
Let
We
me see
should've
the
just given
ambition.
Conte a fine. We should have just fined him $1 million or 200,000 or
Yeah.
100,000 or
Yeah.
given him a fine and said, you know what, Conte, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You need to come out, and even if it's not you that says it, you need to just release a public apology saying your emotions were high.
He did that.
Just
He
stay
did that.
here till the end of the season, right? And in the summer, we're gonna give you this amount of money. We're gonna give you 200 million to spend, 300 million to spend. You can use it on whoever you want.
But you see
You know
what
Yeah.
people say about that. But you see what people say about that.
Right.
They come with the argument that, oh, but Conte only was going to stay for 18 months. He only signed an 18-month contract. Obviously, he signed an 18-month contract. He's a bad
When he
boy
left, he
manager
had a year
coming
left.
to Tottenham. I would
had
sign
to
it.
take
I would
him
sign a
out.
6-month contract, bro. Show me what's going on in 6 months. I know you man are
I'm saying you
idiots.
don't want to get tied
I know-
down to a club
Exactly.
you don't
I'm
want to
not
be
getting
at,
tied
fam.
down to
Yeah,
Tottenham.
bro.
I know that you man are just some joke, man. So prove to me. I'm not here to prove nothing to you, bro. I've done everything. Look at my CV.
You know what I'm saying? You
You
want to
prove
league
to
in
me
the
what
Premier
you're on.
League.
In
Yeah,
6
bro. And
months,
look at
if you
this,
don't get
bro.
me them players that I'm asking for, I'm gone, bro. Allow it. I'm not.
And look at my
wasting
Serie A, bro. Man lost Osherman and Kvara. Man
And
brought
he's
in
still
Lukaku, Philip Billing, McTominay,
McTominay,
Billy Gilmore, and
brother,
he's top of Serie A, bro. Like,
chilling comfortably at the top.
what, bro?
And man are telling me
Yo,
that I'm not supposed to back that, but I should back Ange.
I'm
crazy,
gonna
bro.
answer this question. The reason why City can spend so much is because, one, the charges have nothing to do with their transfer policy and what they're like. They're allowed to still, just because they're under investigation doesn't mean that they can't spend money. Do you know what I'm saying? If you get arrested and the police put you on bail, it doesn't mean you can't go to the shops. Do you know what I'm saying? It just means you're on bail. Two, Manchester City have generated £500 million through their academy.
Yeah.
Through player sales.
And
in
Alvarez.
the last 5-6 years.
They didn't replace Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? They sold him for what, 80 mil?
They sold players, yeah.
Yeah,
And then the 2 windows that passed, they only spent 30 million net spend because they brought in Savio, but they let Alvarez go. Do you know what I'm saying? They brought in Nunes, but Calvin Phillips left. Do you know what I'm saying? They sold João Cancelo. A lot of people forgot about Cancelo. He was on the books. They got him off the books. Do you know what I'm saying? Manchester City have owners that are smart, bro.
Yeah.
They let the businessmen handle the business and let the football people handle the football shit. That is why they're a successful football club.
Yeah.
Over here, we've got Scott Munn or fucking Johan Lands doing, who knows what he's doing. He's probably in his room having a wank, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was about to say he's sleeping, bro. He ain't doing no work.
He's not
He ain't doing no work,
shit,
bro.
He don't even know it's
Daniel
1 o'clock in the
Levy's
afternoon right now.
You
Bro.
get me? He doesn't know what's
Why
going
is
on.
Daniel Levy negotiating with player agents, bro? Why? He should.
That's
he
another
should
thing.
not be allowed
That's
in
another
on
thing.
it.
That's another thing, Jay. Because like they always try to put in and try and say, yeah, Daniel Levy's stepping away. Every summer we hear it. Daniel Levy's stepping away from the football side. Daniel Levy's stepping away from the football side. But every single transfer that happens, Daniel Levy was there to negotiate the deal. Daniel Levy was there to oversee the deal. Why is he always in it then? If he's supposed to, so what's the point of Scott Munn? If Daniel Levy's always there, every time there's a transfer that goes through, I just hear that last little small print, Daniel Levy was there. Why? So that means whoever you put is pointless.
Facts.
Whoever you put there means nothing because you're always going to be the one that has the final say. So it doesn't matter who the scouting is. The scout can go out there and find 3 bad boy players, but you are not going. Who's that, Kulu? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey,
You're
big
the
up
real
Kulu,
Kulu
man.
that we need 3 on the weekend, man.
Big up
Come
Kulu,
on,
man.
Come on, we need a hat trick on the weekend, Kulu. But no, you're spot on. And another thing is, I just like I really have to sit there and deep, bro. Bro, you mean to tell me Brennan Johnson's on 70k a week? And this leads me perfectly onto the comment that I had starred, Brennan Johnson, and we'll go for about 10, 15 more minutes, lads, Brennan Johnson is on 70k a week. And you mean to tell me that Eze asked for 100k a week and you can't put him on 100k and bring him to the club? You don't want to put him on 100.
How is Johnson getting 70? Like, first and foremost, like, before we even tackle the Eze bit, how is Johnson getting 70k?
I don't even think 100k is that much,
and our
bro.
wage bill is low, you know. We've got one of the lowest wage bills in the league.
That's
our
why we're
highest players on 190 a week. He's not even on 200 grand.
And we still have Timo Werner on 100-something K a week, bro. Even with that too, fam.
Romero's on 165, 175, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Madison, 155. All of these players are getting paid big money. Like, they're not getting paid little money. Basuma, 80k. Mickey Van der Ven's on 50 grand a week.
Bro, Bergval's on like 20k, bro. I was like,
Dom
some of these
on
man
70k. Ivan Toney was available. We could have gone and got him for 40 million this summer.
But he was talking about he wanted to be paid like a proper player. This is the thing.
But we could have gone and given him 120 grand. He's worth 120k.
He's worth it, but we don't do these things.
Bro, we've
got 5 men that are above 100k. Can you imagine that? 5
Only
players
5.
over
And one's Timo Werner.
And one is Timo Werner. Can you imagine that?
Bro,
what kind of institution are we running, bro?
That's why these men are going to try and get Diblin, fam, because Diblin will demand like £2 a week. Exactly. And it'll cost 55 million. People will say 55 million. Oh, you see Levy pulling out the checkbook. More time he's on a meal deal a week, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
and why are we paying 55 million for him anyway? Like, bro.
Yeah, why? Sorry, what's he done to justify it? What's he done to justify 55?
What has he done?
I don't know.
I keep hearing about, oh yeah, he's good at dribbling. I don't give a damn. Where's the goals and where's the assists? I don't see them. So why am I talking?
Where's the end product in general, fam? I
need end product.
No type of end product.
I need all what he's got, but with end product. Like, I need dribbling.
I see no creativity.
None of the wingers can dribble. I need some dribbling. But bro, I need end product. Don't come here and just dribble up the place and you can't cross or you can't.
You know what I'm saying? If I just want dribbling on its own, bro, give me like Anthony or Willian or some Samba-esque player.
Yeah, or Semenyo's over there. Go get me Semenyo then.
You know, like that, bro.
Like, if you just want to do this dribbling thing,
just give me a random Brazilian off the street if I just want to see dribble moves and that's it, bro. You know
yeah, bro.
Saying,
exactly. There's enough of them out in them favelas, bro. Go and grab me one of them. They'll take cheap peas.
Bro, you could put them on $5 a week. They'll take that, bro.
They'll take that.
Take that, man. Go and get the money back home. Reinvent the community.
Oh, what's his name? What's it? Dibbling. Dibbling, bro. Like, I don't understand.
It's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
Like, what are they trying to do? This is what is just baffling to me. Like, what are we trying
it's not even that I don't trust the data approach here. Sorry to cut you, bro. It's not even that I don't trust the data approach. I don't trust the people analyzing the data, bro. I don't trust the people analyzing the data because this data approach has got us shit players, bro. This same approach got us Dragusin, Werner, Johnson, Solanke.
But
I'm
I
not saying
want
Solanke's
to
been
challenge
bad. He
that.
hasn't been bad. He has scored goals, but he's not gonna move the needle, bro.
But
You know
I
what I'm
want to
saying?
challenge that quickly. I want to challenge that quickly because then I want to say that the data approach, bro. How can the data approach be wrong?
Man, he's been passed
If
around like a blunt. Fam.
stats are stats, bro. Like, how can it? If a man bangs 50 goals a season, he banged 50 goals a season. The data cannot lie about that. If he can run this amount of kilometers per game, the stats don't lie about that. This many key passes, but the stats are the stats. Now, where the problem comes in is when you got your stats and you got 10 players on there and you say, cool, these are the 10 that I need. And Daniel Levy says, all right, cool, let me look at these. Bam, X, 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 till you get to that player 7. He's like, okay, cool, this is all right. Player 8, oh yeah, this is all right. Player 9. They're the crap ones, bro. They're the ones they fit the criteria, but they're not what man want. They're just, they're not the ones.
They're just there, fam.
They're just
You know,
there. They're not really
these
going to
man just want runners, bro. Like I feel like the eye test is starting to like get out of football, innit? But the reason like there's so many people who can be effective in terms of like goals and assists, like Salah is the perfect example, innit? Like he's not the most techie player. There are players in the team more techie than him, but because the players that are more techie and can, you know, they pass the eye test, they can actually create opportunities where Salah can stink it out and get a goal, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have play. We basically have like 11 Salahs, bro. You know what I'm saying, on the pitch, bro. Like we don't have no one who can, that can't play, fam.
What they do. It's just a lot of players that it's just moment players that they'll pop up in the moment and do that. We ain't got players that run the game. I don't see nobody that when I'm looking at,
bro. Like Liverpool, they had Mane and Firmino up there linking the play, getting Salah some easy goals. Now they got Jota and Soboslai and Gravenberch and all these men who won't get GA and they won't on a stat sheet they won't look great. But if you just watch them play, fam, they're ballers, they're cold, fam.
Yeah,
apart from Kulu and Maddison, who are either tired as hell or we're not playing to their strengths, bro. We ain't got no one like that, bro. We got Vernon Brennan Johnson on the wing. We got Son who's dusted. Solanke has to drop into the midfield to pick up the ball because he's isolated out there on his own. We got Sarr who's just a runner. Basuma who's on balloons, fam. High as shit. We got Benson Cole who's injured all the time.
Fast gas,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like we just have a bunch of players who just do the running and will pop up with a goal and an assist now and again. But we ain't got people to link that. You can't just have everyone on free roam just running. We need them out there who can dictate the play and the rest of them commit to a structure, commit to a system. If we have everyone just running around, not doing nothing, headless chicken settings, then we're all going to get in each other's way. And that's what's happening, bro. You're seeing Sarr trying to take shots, bro. Get your ass back and defend, fam. You can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing Basuma out there shooting. You can't shoot, fam. We're seeing Solanke playing centre back. You can't defend, fam. Get up there.
Everyone's doing every other job.
Yeah, bro. It's long.
But yeah, man. Any last thoughts on the show before we wrap up? By the way, when I wrap up, make sure man them stay backstage so we can plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100.
Any last thoughts on the show, boys? Obviously, shout yourselves out and whatnot.
Yeah, man. R1 OP3 on Twitter, man. I'm sure that it will just get slapped up somewhere or whatever not. But yeah, just give me your follow sooner or later. I'll get onto the my own YouTube space. But yeah, we're gonna try and do something weekly. So I'm gonna be involved. Elijah, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel as well. I have seen you on a couple channels before. Still, I've seen you on a couple.
Yeah, he cooked that Osio Henry, fam.
Yeah,
he
man.
Cooked him. He cooked him. I've got a segment now. Before I let you wrap up, Henry was fucking bollocks, bro. Stop pretending that you're angry that we lost, bro. Because when you had Arteta's balls in your mouth, you weren't upset then, bro. So don't act like you're sorry, I just had to go on that tangent. I lied.
Nah, do your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro. Too much of E, fam. You know what I'm saying? Man's trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just be funny. You know what I'm saying? The ball talks will always be there. I'll always make sure that I'll hop on panels and, you know what I'm saying, actually talk ball. But when it's my channel, bro, and I just fuck around, fam. You know what I'm saying? Clip people up. You know what I'm saying? Take people out of context. That's what I do, fam. I make sure I let people know I take them out of context in it so they don't, you know what I'm saying, go crazy. But yeah, man, we just here for a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone has to smile in it in this world in this
situation, man. Something
bro.
Get me. There has to be something, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed and I'm grateful for the opportunity to come on the panel, chill with Jay and R1, fam. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, man. A shout out to the chat as well, fam.
Come on, man. Shout out to the chat. Big up the chat, you know what I'm saying?
Big up the chat as well, man. Thank you, man.
Everyone that's been locked in. Man. Big up to everyone that's subscribed as well. We are on that road to 500 subs. We're closing in on it. I think we're like 150 something away. We're not far away, people. So make sure you're subscribing to my channel. Make sure you follow our one on Twitter as well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're following Elijah. We are going to make this a weekly thing. I think we'll do it on Saturdays, just on a weekend. Everyone's available. Everyone's free.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make this a weekly show and that. Big up to everyone that's been locked in, like I said before. I will be live again probably tomorrow after the Leicester game when I get back from the game.
Make sure you look into that.
Make sure you guys are locked in. You know, if we lose, my
it might be a
if we
stinking
somehow
one.
loses,
Might be a stinking one tomorrow.
I'm emergency stream that shit. I swear, bro. Emergency stream.
Meeting tomorrow after the game, whether we win or lose, because I guarantee you will wake up tomorrow and I won't see a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. So like I said, man, big up everyone that's been locked in. If you're new around here, like and subscribe. I don't know how many likes we're on, but hopefully we've hit 20 likes.
I think we're on like 40 or something, bro. We're on like 40. The chat been going crazy, fam. You know,
y'all
like
been going crazy,
big up the
man.
chat.
Appreciate it, bro.
Big up the chat, man. Always.
Big up
the
everyone.
chat, man.
I'm gonna catch you lot in a bit. Levy out. You mutant fans and sexuals out. Hotspur Cave out. I'm gonna catch you lot in a bit. You man, stay backstage, yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
Love.